Peace, love, and light to you all. You already know who it is. It's your girl named Terry Janae, back at it with another video. Come on into the room, everybody. It's been a while, and you guys already know where I am at. I'm in the heart of nature, baby. In the heart of nature. Peace, beloveds. Peace, come on into the room. Hey. Peace, peace. Right now, I'm actually in my natural clothing. As you can see, it's just skin. So, I just wanted to come on and speak about being natural, being completely authentic, and being who we are as beings here. Peace, Megan. So, being natural is also knowing when to cry. Being naturally ourselves without any judgment towards ourselves, because once we start judging ourselves, that's when we start believing like other people's gonna start judging us. Like before I came on, I had this little slight thought of, oh, I'm going on live naked. What is that? You know what I'm saying? But I'm being natural, like literally just took a swim in this river. And here we are, like completely trying to, be ourselves, but in a society that teaches us how not to be ourselves. Like it's wrong to be natural, and when I say it's natural to cry, I literally took a swim because I have my own emotions, and my own feelings in this vessel that I'm going through, and I'm conquering, and I'm learning. I actually went ahead and hugged a tree and actually cried on the tree, because that was my form of releasing, and that was very natural. And it's good to know that we can be natural in our natural state, in our natural habitat. And becoming natural is a journey in itself when being taught how to be superficial, plastic, that was a spell that was placed on us, ripping us out of our true selves, ripping us out of our environment, ripping us out of our culture, our way of life, our dignity, and placing us of the way of spirit, and placing us in a society that was man-made and created with rules and norms that doesn't really fit right with the soul. Peace, beloveds. Peace, everybody. I'm out here in nature. Peace, Grant. And it's important to become natural. It's important to be our natural selves. Now, when I say natural, do I mean like, oh, because people want to, judge and say, people who wear makeup aren't natural, and they should never wear makeup, and everybody has their opinions on that. My opinion is that everything is art. You know what I'm saying? I don't sit here and put on makeup to shield my natural beauty. I actually enhance myself. I love to, and you don't need any enhancements, because everything natural is beautiful. But at the same time, makeup can be used as something, as a creative spark, a creative space, something to express yourself with. And I feel like that's very beautiful. And it goes actually deep into Egyptian times, Egyptian roots. So people who are very, majestic also would have a tendency to lean towards, naturalism, yes, but also there's a consciousness that reaches towards, artistic stuff like makeup. So yeah, being natural is, being the elements, being in tune with the elements. And that's water, fire, earth, and air. And right now I'm in tune with the elements. Right now I am attuning myself with my most natural state, in my most natural self, which is naked in nature. Okay? And it was a program that was so difficult to get out of, the fear of nature. And that's something that majority of us was experiencing and didn't even realize. The fear of nature, the fear of being one with ourselves, or being ourselves in general. the fear of being watched and being judged and feeling like, oh, I don't want to be judged, or, oh, I feel like I shouldn't do this so I can people please, so I can please that other person. It might be displeasing for me to be myself in their eyes, so let me not be myself. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense. Especially when we're called to be ourselves. That's all we can be here. That's all we're here to do. But, you know, it's a difficult process to retrieve back your mind. It's a difficult process, and it's not impossible, though. We can all retrieve our mind. We can all take back our minds, you know. And for example, this is what's coming up in my head. We went to the river the other day. Earth, fire, wind, water, heart. With all the powers combined. Yes, with all the powers combined. Boom! We are Captain Planet. Captain Planet. So, basically what I'm saying is, we went to the river the other day, and what happened was I had the overwhelming need to just cry. Like, as soon as I'm approaching the river, I have the overwhelming need to cry. And there was people around, and we're approaching these people, you know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't cry here. You know, there's people around. What if they're looking at me and they're like, what's wrong with her? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I was releasing what was within myself, what was around me, the energy around me, and with everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So I just started busted out crying. Like, literally, I could not stop myself from crying unless I released everything. And, you know, my sister and they didn't judge me. They didn't judge me for crying. They actually held that space and hugged me as I cried, so I wouldn't be seen, you know, as much crying. But I was still seen crying. And that was just me being my natural self. Imagine if I tried to hold that back. Imagine if I tried to hold that cry back. Would I have felt good or felt better within myself? No. Would I have released what I had to release within myself and for others around me? No. Just because of the fear of judgment, for the fear of being judged for doing something that sounded or looked benign. People usually cry in private. You know, they release in private. But I chose to release in public. Why not release when we need to release? You know, so that was just something I had thought about when it becoming our true natural selves, is being able to really be vulnerable in a space where, you know, being vulnerable is strength, and being vulnerable in a space when vulnerability is needed. And accept that. Yes, we do cry in private. Like, I sometimes do cry in private too. But we have to understand that it's okay to cry publicly. Especially if you're an empath and you're feeling everybody's emotions, and you're possibly called in that area to release for everyone, and you don't even know it. So it's good to be our natural self. It's good to cry when we need to cry, and not judge ourselves in a negative way. I feel like in some ways is unnatural to judge ourselves negatively, because if our natural state is love, if our natural being, our natural state is love isn't judgment or negative judgment. You know what I'm saying? Love is lifting us up to where we belong. Love lifts us higher into a space of acceptance, of love, of pure joy and bliss, of the happiness in the present moment. So that's a really, really key point in becoming ourselves and being natural. Being love, being our naturally loving selves. It's releasing judgment on ourselves so we don't judge others, and vice versa. I'm a huge empath, but I run away to cry, LOL. I will do that too. Sometimes I have to get in a space and just run away, like, excuse me for a second, and just go and cry everything out. You know, I did that before. I went to a bathroom just to cry everything because I felt the overwhelming need to cry. But sometimes it's like, I really thought about yesterday, I'm like, what if they needed to see me cry? What if they needed to see someone crying? to say, okay, it's okay for me to cry. You know, it's okay. She's crying. I know what's not say, oh, what's wrong with her, but oh my gosh, like that shows strength. You know, that is exactly what I needed to see, to plant a seed into somebody's mind. Like, yo, it's okay to cry. You know, some people want to be so strong and hold it in, but holding it in is not doing any justice for yourself or people around you, because we can feel that. Or, you know, if you're like, some people can't really feel it, but you can feel it to a certain degree. You can feel like people's pain or anger or worry or doubt and fear, or something that they're holding on to, if you don't release it. You know, if they don't release it, especially huge empaths such as ourselves. So being natural is coming back to a state of acknowledging that we are the 4 elements and being in tune with that: the earth, water, fire, and air. And this is where I'm getting out here: the fire being raw, the earth being this rock that I'm sitting on and all around me, the water being this beautiful river and the waterfall, Oshun, and the air being the breeze. You know what I'm saying? You should never be afraid to express yourself or claim your true self. Yes, that's true. But you'll be amazed how much we are afraid of being our true selves. You know, you'll be amazed at how we literally, when we get to really analyze ourselves, and we understand that we only stop ourselves because of confusion. We only get confused when we stop ourselves from being our true self. We only get confused when we stop ourselves from being our true self or being completely authentic. So I'm only confused when I'm holding back from myself. I'm only confused when I'm not listening to myself, or I don't know how to. You know, it's been, I'm not gonna lie, there was a difficulty with me with certain guidance for some reason, and listening to myself. It is only because I only see that when it's ever me going against what I have to do, with what is it in me to do. Like if I have a vision to go swim out in the river, and I'm sitting here like saying no, I'm going against myself, and I get confused about what I'm supposed to do for the day, when I'm literally guiding myself to do what I need to do for the day. You feels? It's like being natural is going with the flow of life, going with our instincts. And you'll be surprised how well they taught us how to not be natural, and then we understand. Then we ask ourselves, why am I so confused? Why I don't know what I'm doing in my life? What is going on? It's because we chose the unnatural way, or we chose to do things that was going against our spirit. And our spirit, our Holy Spirit, our spirit of love, the natural being within us, is guiding us in order to be in tune with ourselves, But let's just be honest with ourselves. If you're not intending to become in tune with your spirit, and you're intending to just be in tune with everything else, that so shall it be. What you focus on expands. So, but you set the intention. Let's all set the intention of being our natural born selves, being ourselves, and healing ourselves that needs to be healed, parts of ourselves that need to be healed. And once we set the intention of becoming one with the Holy Spirit, with our higher self that's connected to source and flowing through spirit, so we can be in contact with our angels and the ancestors that flow through us, and being connected to the all, so we're understanding that we're connecting ourselves not only to our ancestors and our angels, but also to the elementals, to the trees, to the spirits of the trees and the spirit of the water, the spirits of the grass, and just ourselves in general, because it's all one. When we understand that and we connect to that, we become into a natural flow of life. We flow naturally. So confusion comes in from a state of dis-ease. Confusion comes from a state of going against thyself. Because we're here to learn about ourselves, right? We're here to become ourselves, to know thyself, right? And we only get confused when we're going against thyself. Much love and support. Peace from Baltimore. Okay. I'm in Baltimore. It's 100% savages. Oh my gosh. So, And naturalness has everything to do with also eating what we're naturally made to eat. Scientifically proven. Humans are not supposed to be eating meat. If you can see our teeth are made to be eating plants, fruits, herbs. You know what I'm saying? And the more natural we eat, the more natural we become. So that's why veganism is being pushed, or just plant-based, not just veganism, but being more plant-based is being pushed in this generation, because this generation is actually so funny. Is actually being pushed into the most natural state, more to the love, to the heart chakra. This generation is being pushed to the truth, to the true knowledge. And our teeth, you know, even though our ancestors ate it, you know what I'm saying, and all this other stuff, our teeth are made for plants. Our teeth is made to be more natural, to eat more natural things. Carnivores have natural teeth that has, like, you know, sharp razor things, and that kind of teeth and that kind of digestive system that they have is prone to for more heavier things. Us as omnivores here, like us as fruit eaters and plant eaters, more plant-based, and our digestive tract is more prone for lighter foods. If you can see our digestive system and how long our intestines are and everything of that nature, and what happens when meat decays in our stomach, you know. But anyway, this is a whole nother topic. Just staying natural, becoming more natural ourselves, and eating more natural fruits and vegetables, and becoming more natural by going out into more natural inhabitants, more natural habitats. You are your environment. So when you're spending more time out into nature, you become more natural within yourself. But you know, and vice versa. When you spend more time in the city or more time, you know, in man-made environments, you become more processed. Your thoughts are more shifted. Other than when you come out into nature and you have a free mind, free space, because everything out here is free. That's why I was really attuned with the whole getting back to nature movement. But certain people in certain groups have taken it out of a context, has really haven't been doing the work, actually. And that's kind of upsetting, you know, when we get the message to do certain things, and the getting out to nature movement's all about becoming one with Mama, becoming one with Source, tapping into our Holy Spirit, tapping into the Source within us, and continuously keeping ourselves charged as beings here, you know. That's gonna keep us charged. It's gonna keep us, you know, happy, replenished. And it's also going to keep us in tune and intact with our natural state, our being. When I started becoming out in more nature, when I started being out here more, I started to act like I was native, because I am native. Not even act like that. I became more native. I started to move more natively. I started to become more. When you see in what you see in the cartoons, or what you see on TV. I vote you for president. You're so funny. When you see on TV, like Pocahontas or the natives, you start to tap into more of that kind of nature being out here. So you can actually tell who's actually doing the work or not. You can actually tell who's actually being natural and actually with the whole going back into nature movement and actually doing the work. They carry a certain vibration, they carry a certain energy, and posers will be exposed. So that's just my take on certain things and certain groups and individuals. But being natural has everything to do with coming into contact and becoming one with Source. And seeing that Source lives throughout everything and everyone. Including yourself, yeah, duh. And because you are connected to Source in a whole beautiful way. And connecting to the elements that's more natural helps us to connect to ourselves. So I encourage everybody to go out into nature, to connect to yourself, become one with yourself, and sort out your own emotions, sort out your own energy, sort out your own organizations of your mind, your thoughts, you know. Understand what you're attuned with, what frequency you're on, you know, and attune yourself to a beautiful frequency of love and of light with natural energy within nature. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being you. I'm thankful I can be myself, you know, in a world full of posers. And sometimes I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's hard being yourself out here. And it's just it's actually a muscle to continue to be yourself by deprogramming yourself from not being yourself. But yeah, I feel a whole energy shift. I had to come out here into nature with Mama to express myself and cleanse myself. And the more I do it, the more comfortable I become. Like just a while ago, I ran myself underneath that waterfall, and then I, you know, just cleanse myself, get the intention of cleansing myself, saying positive affirmations, making sure that I'm attuning myself with the frequency of love, and cleansing myself from negative energy, negative emotions, and confusing thoughts. And then afterwards, I took my journey down the river. Went to that tree over here. Went to the grandpa, grandmother. This tree has many faces, and I wish I could show you guys. I can't show you guys. Maybe I should. All right. So this tree has many faces. As you can see, I'm stepping myself in the water. It's cold, yes, but you get used to it. Yes, I am naked, so I'm not going to turn the camera back around yet. But look how beautiful this is. All right? It's nothing to be afraid of. You can see the water is clear. It's happy that you're in it. All right? So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep doing that. Keep going in the water. Look at that. Oh, I remember when I saw an eye in the water, like an eye of Ra looked like, coming from, oh, look at the little fishies. I wish my camera was clearer so you can see the little fishies. I'm manifesting a new phone. That's what's happening. Retrieving back my $300 that was stolen and getting my new phone. It's already done. All right, so this is the tree I'm talking about. As you can see, this tree, I think of this tree as a finger. I mean, this part as a finger, like a hand. And I grab over to the hand. I wash my hands off first, show respect. And then I touch the tree, right? And I can feel the energy of the tree because this is the tree's hand. This is a finger, you know, the roots. And then you go up the tree and you start to see many faces. There's one right there. There's one right there. I pray I can focus. I have to get somewhere with more light, but this tree has many faces. And I came to this tree earlier, and I said grandfather tree or grandmother tree because there's many, you know, spirits within this tree. There's like different faces that give me different messages within the tree. And I go to this tree, and I came to this tree earlier and cried with this tree. This tree gives me a lot of wisdom, but all you have to do is literally touch the tree. Touch the tree. If you want to communicate with trees, okay, this is, all right, being natural. Communication with the elementals, trees, 101. You touch the tree. You set the intention. Follow your heart. That's what I hear right now. You follow your heart. You open up with your heart chakra. You know, you attune yourself with your heart chakra, right? And then you can either do that by, you know, touching the tree, because your heart. I've had this information given to me from the universe, from somewhere. They said that our heart chakra are extensions. Our palms are extension of our heart chakra, so we can actually feel. Why I said why we shake hands with people, we feel their energy. So we can feel people. We can feel the energy. We can feel through our heart, through our hands, and through our soles of our feet. Right. So confirmation. All right. So what you do is you feel the tree. All right. You touch the tree and just breathe, right? And you allow yourself to listen. But also you can ask questions. You set the intention to connect with the tree. And then you start to feel the presence, right? Then you start to feel that the tree actually has a spirit, the tree actually have a soul, and this tree is actually alive. And now you feel this presence as if someone's right in front of you. Now you feel the tree right in front of you, but you not just seeing the tree, you're feeling the tree now. Okay? And now you can communicate with the tree telepathically. Or you can speak to the tree, but the tree will communicate to you through feeling and emotions and all through telepath. So you will hear a voice. You will hear your voice speaking to you, yeah, but also you will hear a voice. Whoa, oh my God, in my peripheral vision, I'm seeing an angel or a spirit. Like something is, wow, that's beautiful. Yep, that's definitely an angel. All right, so definitely you feel the tree, and I normally hug the tree, but you listen. And she said, be not afraid of what you see. This is who we are naturally made to be. Oh my gosh, this tree literally gave me a poem the other day too. We all have a message for you. And that is to get in tune with nature. Get in tune with ourselves. Get in tune with the frequency of the earth. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you. Because when we get in tune with the frequency of the earth, we become of the earth. And so the earth can guide us when things are going shaky or getting rocky, when things are falling. The earth can actually guide us. Mama can actually guide us. We can be guided through spirit, through feeling. When we naturally know how to get in tune with spirit. Oh my gosh. And get in tune with the earth. This is what, Nature Boy in that camp was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure if they're actually doing the work. If you don't know how to connect to your tree, your ass is grass. Your ass is grass. If you don't know how to connect to actually Mother Earth, and you're actually preaching about it, that's a wonderful thing to preach about these things. But to get in tune and to be natural, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not knowing how to connect to the elementals or connecting to Mama, you're gonna have to learn. We have to learn. Our time is getting limited, Well, you know what? Time is an illusion. There's no time getting limited, but at the same time, you want to make this a priority. You want to make this a priority. This is not a joke and this is not a game. Especially if you're being called. Few are called. Many are called, few are chosen. Many are called, the few are chosen. The chosen have to get on their duties. Have to really come into their soul calling. That's why people left. That's why people had to leave, certain or travel, because they have soul missions they have to accomplish. And being stuck and stagnant in an energy that's not of growth will cause you to have delays, will cause you to have spiritual stagnancy. And you want to continue your growth. You want to continue on the mission, on the movement, to raise the consciousness and the vibrational frequency of the earth. This is what we're here for, okay? We're raising the consciousness and the vibrational frequency of the earth. And I'm thankful for this information because I'm still attached to this tree. I'm still attuned. I'm still connected to the tree. And this is why I'm receiving all this information and downloads from. That's how it all started. When we started connecting to Mother Earth, we started connecting to nature, and we started getting all these downloads, all these information. All the information comes from Mama. All the information comes from connecting to the Holy Spirit. All the information is encoded in trees. Tree holds DNA, and if you can see, this tree been here for a while. So you connecting to a lot of information by connecting to these beauties, to the trees, to these veins of the earth. They have electromagnetic fields. Just like in Avatar, they said that the trees have more connections than the human brain. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of information, a whole lot of signals being spotted everywhere. A whole lot of information. So that's why it was very vitally important for the nature movement. It's vitally important for us to connect back to nature so we can get the downloads and get the upgrades that we need. Connecting to the sun, getting more sunlight, getting more nature, getting more natural water in our systems instead of fluoride water. All these other things. But it's time for the chosen to answer their call. You see the light workers who are actually here on this earth connecting to nature because they understand the vital importance of doing so. They understand the vital importance of connecting to the planet while being here on this planet. Boom. I hope people saw that. That was confirmation. Literally, confirmation comes from earth, from Mama, from the trees. The leaves fall next to me when I'm saying something. You know what I'm saying? When I'm thinking something. You know what I'm saying? When angels are next to me or with me, or spirits of the elements of the forest. This is the spell they tried to cast on us. That is the spell. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's up to us. Thank you for the smile. I see a smile in the water. It's up to us to attune ourselves to the truth, to the vibrational frequency of love. Boom. Right there. So we can vibrate higher and as a collective, a consciousness. But we have to disband all the negative groups out there, all the negativity. We have to rise above it. We have to rise above them. We see what's being exposed. We see what the truth is. We have to become one with the knowledge now. We can't just keep speaking it out and not experiencing it. That's where wisdom comes from, experience. And we have people that's supposed to be leading people out into nature. I'm one of them, Natiri. I have a calling, and I have to submit myself to that calling. Transformation. A dragonfly just literally land right in front of me. That's transformation. I'm literally going through my transformation stage and my growth, and I have to come out the fear of nature. I was really afraid of it for some reason, but it's not. It's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be afraid of. It's natural, loves. This is natural. This is natural. This is natural. I was saying something before. It's time for us to step into our purpose, our calling, and also raise above the norm, the superficial norm, quote unquote, that we was taught. And being natural has everything to do with coming out into nature. Mama wants us to connect to her. This is Mama. This is our natural selves. I'm out here naked. Yes. But also I understand that there's certain things, there's balance in the universe. And I also understand that there's, places, the time for everything. But, because I'm not going to go out on the street on concrete, on concrete jungle with just my birthday suit on. But here's the thing. Why not? Right? But here's the thing. And I'm saying this now. We have people out here that's spreading the truth but living a lie. You have to attune yourself to the truth. You have to start being the truth, being that truth. And whatever that truth is to you, I pray that that truth came from your Holy Spirit, from the Spirit that connected you to the all, and because you came out of society's norm, you deprogram yourself from the matrix and attune yourself to something even higher. I pray that truth came from that source. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, this is honesty. This is honesty and being real. You have people out here being false leaders, manipulators, saying one thing and not coming out and doing it. This is the work. Me bringing myself deep out into nature is the work for me, because I know I'm an earth angel, and that's what I'm here to do. And things that was built on a lie will fall. It won't stay. It won't be sturdy. It won't be held very up longer, because we're coming into a true authentic self. So learning how to attune with your energy, being natural, and also knowing what your energy is saying, that is very highly important. Very highly important because we're energetic beings. We have to know what we're feeling. We have to know how we're feeling. We have to know so we can help others to understand what they're feeling as well. Because some people don't know exactly how they're feeling, because they haven't really taken the time or done the work to understand their emotions, to understand themselves. So when we understand ourselves, and that reflection comes into our reality, into our field, in our auric field, we're able to feel them out, because we understand how we feel, how we learn, how we grow, and we're able to understand how they feel, because we know how that feels, what that energy is. And that's being empathic. That's empathic tendencies. That's qualities. Empath, to understand how someone's feeling. I have so much light in my eyes. I'm just really admiring myself right now. I'm beautiful. Say you're beautiful every day. Every day. Okay? I'm gonna get into these no one commenting right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. I pray everybody have a wonderful day. Get natural, get in tune with the natural elements, and if you're chosen, it's time. It's time for you to get into your duties, into your job. We have a whole planet to save. So I love you. Peace, love, and light to you. You already know who it is. It's your girl Neytiri Janae. Back at it with another video. So I pray that everybody has a wonderful day. Peace, love, and light.